Hey Elder, Distaggio here. I'm back on the Dirty Smurf. I have not been on the Dirty Smurf in a long time. I'm up to Town Hall level 16. I'm basically taking that to level 17. Why am I taking it to 17? I'm taking it to 17 because you get just a massive amount of things at 17. You get your 5th tower and you get your 5th vault. So let's talk about what Death Clover is. What is this base that I'm using? Okay, well, so I called it the Peon Clover, but let's just talk you through the history. In January, Leary93 comes out with the Death Clover Here Be Monster base. Look at this. This is the old UI. This is forever ago. He was farming EF, probably even G with this base. And now what he did, though, is he put these walls right here in front of the tower. What I've determined is that those are not needed. And so you can actually go to a Peon Clover, right, a Peon Clover like this much earlier, and it's almost the exact same effectiveness. So you can use the Peon Clover basically from Town Hall 1 to 7 is when it becomes ideal. But so I've kind of renamed it. I don't like the name Death Clover. Peon Clover is awesome. And then I also want to mention GunShine did a really good series on the Death Clover. He did a breakdown of it, various versions. Through my town halls and his town halls levels, you can basically go from 0 to 15, and now I'm showing you a 16. Well, they're clovers of some sort. Just call it the Clover if you want to be cool. Like, hey man, it's the Clover. But I like to call it the Peon Clover because that's sort of the original name that I found. Now, here's one thing. So I originally came to this base design in the Peon playthrough series. Go to my channel, youtube.com, Distaggio. Go to playlists and go to Castle Clash Peon playthrough. If you are a new player, there is 4 hours of videos here. There's 16 videos. The series is done. Start to finish, done. I retired it so I could move on to do other things. But this is a self-contained series that uses just Druid, Paladin, and it happened to roll Succubus. Peon 13, that's where I came up with this design, the little Peon Clover. Look at this. It's not closed. It's super open. And going these 2 out juts right here is what makes it essentially as effective as the original Death Clover from Leary93. And then I followed up this series with Peon Clover Town Hall 8 to 11, and I eventually finalized on this as being the best Clover design. 20 wall pieces per Clover. That is by far the smallest of any Peon Clover design in the history of Clovers. So now, why am I talking about all this? Why am I talking about the history of this base? Because this base is a really good base for farming hero trials if you're trying to get a hero, okay? This is a great base. I've just been farming L2. Just farming L2 because I'm trying to get a hero drop. It have not happened, and I have farmed it a lot. And it also helps sometimes. It's gonna hire like, I don't know, however many 1 gem gets me. Let's go take some down here. We'll go 1. There we go. Now we're gonna do hero trial. We're gonna do. I always do that. And we're just gonna go L2. Just been farming L2. I haven't even tried L3 yet. And Succubus. Okay, Succubus we can do. So on L2, you take the number of the challenge, so 2, multiply it by 3. So there's gonna be 6 Succubus here. It looks like there's gonna be evenly split. So I got 3 right here and 3 here. Sometimes they just appear like random. Like I had a Ninja L9 wave on my main account, and they were just totally around the whole ring, and they all just collapsed into the center. And then, so anyways, the reason why that I have all of my buildings on the exterior, it's super intentional. A lot of hero trial bases are putting buildings right around the ring of their walls. That is not good. Do not do that. Here's what I mean. Do not line these buildings around here thinking that, oh, but my tower is gonna nail these, dude. Here's the thing though. Let's say you're fighting Druid, Cupid, or Pumpkin Duke, or others, but let's just say those 3. Druid, Cupid, Pumpkin Duke. Those are heroes that buff each other. Okay, so Pumpkin Duke buffs the other Pumpkin Duke, Druid buffs the other Druid, gives them all huge attack bonuses. Cupid buffs everyone, and they'll all have full energy. And here's the problem. You want that buff, all those buffs that stay on for 6 to 8 seconds, you want them to wear off by the time they get to your base. So if you put your buildings over here, okay, what's going to happen is they're going to take out these buildings and go straight to the Clover, leaf, then they're going to come up to Clover, they're going to come down in, and by that time, hopefully, any buff, attack buff or attack boost or anything like that is going to wear off. You want it to wear off by the time they get to the tower so that your heroes can defeat their heroes before their buffs kick in. That's huge. That is how you can farm L2, maybe even L3. I haven't tried it. I'll do that as my last one, but I'm gonna kick off another one of these right now, and let me just explain one other thing that I do here. I'm gonna zoom all the way out. So now notice I have weak buildings right here. These are level 1 mine and mill and a really low level hero altar. So these succubus are gonna finish first. So that means they're gonna come into my base at a different time than these three. Okay? That's because the buildings down in this corner had more hit points than the building in this corner. And at the top of my base I got a ton of buildings so that the heroes, when they pop up here, guess what? They're going to hang out up here while everyone finishes and collapses in. Meaning I want the heroes to enter into my base at different times if they pop in separate locations. And now what I notice is that was this and this was a little equal. Let's go ahead and move some vaults right over here. And I'm going to move this army camp into the center. So that should be good timing as well. Maybe I'll move this vault over here. I need harmonic balance, right? So we've beaten it twice already. We farmed 300 honor badges, and that did not take much time whatsoever. Also, when this motion boss is done, let's go see how they're doing. When this motion boss is done, and wow, it's normally done in a couple of minutes. They must not have a couple of heavy hitters on. It's like, don't kill me, please. You got 42 million. I'm also going to get 2,000 honor badges from there. Look at motion, how nice they are. Let me piggyback. Alright, let's go try another L2 here. We're basically farming L2, guys. This is not a get to L12 video. My main account's up to L9. I'll catch you guys up on that later, but I wanted to kick off the series with a little bit of strat. Now, I've never beat Immorteps on my main account. Now, notice how these Immorteps collapsed in first because they took out this army camp over here, which is the level 1 army camp. Now, my Immortep went off and his Immorteps went off, and who wins? I don't know, probably him because he's got 3 Immorteps. Okay, I took him out. Now, if that was 6 Immorteps all at once, because all my hero buildings are at the center of my base, I'm dead. Okay, I'm dead. I'm probably dead here too, but look at this. See what happens. Look at this. This is the only... I've never beat Immortep before. Even on L2. Give me Immortep. I already have Immortep. Alright, another 150 honor badges. We're farming the honor badges, guys. We're farming it up. And this... Now... Oh, okay. Now you guys might be asking, oh, Druid, this will be a freebie. Now here's Druid. Druid buffs Druid, remember? Druid. That Druid just buffed that Druid. That Druid just buffed the other 2 Druids. And then that Druid in the middle just buffed all the rest. So there's a triple stacked Druid buff. Now they all have huge attack rates. And you can tell this by their glowing feet. Their glowing feet is glowing purple. Look at their glowing little ring right here. That means a Druid attack buff is on them. That's what the glowy ring is. See, it went off, now it's back on. Now watch this. We want that Druid ring to fall off. That's the way you know the buff is gone. Look at this. The buff is gone now. They're not super on crack. Oh crap, there's 3 down here. But again, they came in a different wave. So now the Druid buff's back on, but look, Succubus is going to take that one out. And then my Druids and Immorteps are going to... My Immortep stunning helps. We got to get that going. Go, go, go. They're healing each other. See, they're healing each other. Go, go. Immortep. Succubus, Succubus. Cheer on. Whip, whip, baby, whip. So 4 on 1, I got that one. Druid L2. Give me the Druid. No Druid. Alright, guys. Let's go for... What is this? 5 straight? I'm going for 5 straight. Snowzilla. Okay, this one's not too hard either. Okay, now here is going to be interesting though. See how all 6 of them are up in this corner? That means that all 6 of them are going to enter into my base at the same time. Okay. Now, if my Immortep... Now, they're aggro on the tower. They're aggro on the tower. This is a ranged hero, so it's going to stop halfway through the cloverleaf path right here. It's going to stop right about here. Okay, they're going to keep going. I don't know why they got so close. I thought Snowzilla, you're a little bit more ranged than that. Who knows? Now my Immortep stunning them is going to help me here, but this could be a little tricky because there's a lot of snowballs flying in the air right now, but we got the Snowzilla down. Give me that Snowzilla! Oh man, come on. It's going to happen, guys. I just know it. This last one right here. I'm not going to do L3. I don't want you guys to think that this base is meant to farm. Okay, another Snowzilla. We'll take that. Now here's the beauty of the base. These Snowzillas went to this sort of medium hit point corner. These Snowzillas went to this low hit point corner. But it looks like they're going to collapse in about the same time, so I may need to make some adjustments. That's okay. I may need to just take some buildings out of one of the corners, honestly. But this still kind of works. These are still entering first. Why I want them to enter first too is I want my Immortep to get his proc off, because when his stun goes off, his ability, see how those Snowzillas got stunned out over here? That's excellent. So here we're going to take out these Snowzillas. It's very easy to do Snowzillas if they're separated a little bit. And those two did separate. Give me a snow. Oh, 150. Well, we did beat L2 6 straight. This is a very simple base. You do not need Town Hall 16. I happen to have that just because, but you could use a very basic Peon Clover and achieve exactly what I achieved right there. So again, this is just some basic hero trial strategy using a real basic base. Go check out that GunShine video because it's a very good video. It's very well done. You should look at it. He put a lot of time into that video. I can tell. I know he edited that hardcore. So as always, keep it dirty.